Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Animal Crossing. Let's go to the city and our city folk. We got a story. And no mail, apparently. Okay, mean. Yeah, we got a story. You have probably seen the last two Animal Crossing uploads we did. It was GameCube and it was New Horizons. In GameCube I talked about how I was getting a new hard drive, and in New Horizons, which I did just record earlier, I mentioned how the hard drive had issues. And my god, if you guys like the videos of this where I want to basically tell you guys a nice little story, usually involving some sort of misfortune or something going insanely right for once. I think you'll like this one, because I'll quickly brief what I said in like okay, the game likes me today. But basically, to cut it short, I ordered a new hard drive, because my old one I had for years. In case you don't know, they've got mechanical parts. They will break after a certain amount of time. And you're usually meant to replace them every 5 years, that's like the upper end. I kind of forgot about that, and I'd had mine for coming on 7.5 years. So, immediately off the bat, awful. Like, it was noticeably slowing down, things were just acting funny, and it's like, it reached a point where I was there, and it was like, I can't keep going with this. I need to swap it for a newer hard drive that does things faster and isn't on its last legs. So I did. I got one with pretty much double the size of my old one, and I figured it would be as simple of just download a program to move my stuff over, maybe finick around with it some, and we're golden. And to a point it was. Until, lo and behold, I got like an acute amount of OCD and messed it up. I don't want to get too into it, but me being like computer in OCD, I saw that there was some stuff showing up in like my file system. This has no long-term impact on my life, it's just slightly annoying. And I used this program I'd used to move everything over to delete them. They were showing up like extra USB drives, for context, if you use Windows or Mac. They weren't, they were just different bits of my new hard drive, so I was like, okay, fine. I'll delete these, because, you know, my new one don't have these in, so clearly they were made when I was, my logic was that one of them was called Recovery, so I figured, oh, these are made from way back when I tried to recover some deleted files on my computer. I figured. No, it turns out, they were like the critical system parts which get my PC to turn on into Windows. So, yeah, nice going, me. I deleted them, and then I didn't understand why my computer wasn't turning on. It was like, oh, I don't know. What is this Windows you're talking about? So it started at 11 yesterday, and it ended at 3 AM the next day. That's not 11 PM, that's 11 AM, so I was there for literally 16 hours waiting for stuff to finish. And I tried everything, like troubleshooting it and whatnot. I still had all the stuff on my old hard drive. Like, it didn't delete afterwards, it just copied over. But basically, it was a day of, okay, I'm going to download Windows, I'm going to install Windows, do this, that, and the other, and I'll maybe install Windows on my SSD and use the thing differently, and I tried a bunch of different stuff, which, all in all, was futile. Like, the only thing it turned out I needed to do in the end, I went through all these different hoops of trying to be more time efficient and cut corners, to not have to wait 3 hours for my stuff to move again. That it ended up wasting more time than if I just sat down and did it. Which I eventually did at like, I think 11 PM, and I just let it run and I played Fall Guys on my Switch. So I was basically, I'm at where I was now. Everything I did yesterday, bar redoing that like file transfer, was completely futile. So yeah, I woke up this morning and I thought, right, I tried everything yesterday, I was an idiot, I stalled myself for time, things are acting funny, what have you, it's over. I fixed it, everything's on the hard drive, everything's fine, it turns on, I can sort out the weird stuff that's appearing at a later time. And I just thought, let's just crack down and get some videos done, because I didn't upload a video for obvious reasons. And I got away with Persona 4, but that was it. Like, I believe I uploaded that in the time before I, like, screwed my PC out of deleting the things. It was, like, a very brief window of time, but I think I made the thumbnail, set the upload off, and that was kind of it. Like, it was a short window of time, but I at least got the Persona 4 upload out, so, you know, priorities. But, yeah. I thought that'd be the end of it. But I turned my computer on this morning, and immediately I realised, while this shit is slow and buggy, I'm trying to open, like, stuff which should work. Like, it's not a faulty program, this is Windows, and it wasn't having me. So I took a long look at my options before realising I had to run something known as check disk, which, if you come from any type of computer background involving Windows, you would know the complete horror that running that thing is. Basically, when moving my stuff over, I assumed that part of my disk had been, like, corrupted. It was like, which makes sense, I did have a bunch of errors spat out by the thing. It was like 10 or so funky things that went wrong, and I thought, okay, I can ignore this, it's fine, it's probably like an image somewhere that I don't even touch. But no, it turned out a small bit of my system had been corrupted, hence why it was acting weird and slow and crashing on me and whatnot. So I ran check disk, which basically looks for errors on the entire hard drive and fixes them 1 byte at a time. Which, yeah, I have like a few million, if not billion bytes on my... it was like 348 million bytes it had to go through. Check, verify, do all this stuff, and it took like 5 hours. It literally, I looked at the log, it took 5 hours. So I woke up, I watched some videos, I was like, ain't working. I ran check disk, and then I had another day of not being able to use my computer, and Fall Guys on the Switch. It's like, I'm here now. Like, if you can't tell, everything's working fine. Everything is functional enough for me to put my hands up and say, I think it's over. But my god, was that stressful. It was a problem. Like, literally, the quick solution to all this, by the way, would have been for me not to cause my own problem and causing myself to try a bunch of stuff yesterday. Leave it alone, and if there was errors on, like, the original thing before it all went tits up, to, literally just run check this. Would have, literally, this time tomorrow I would have been on my computer for a fucking hour or so. Like, it would have all been done this time yesterday, but I just had to be an idiot and to finick around, and it was... The moral of the story, if you think you should mess around with a Windows hard drive, don't follow a YouTube tutorial if you want to do whatever the hell I did, because clearly, despite being on a university course, I'm still a little bit inept. Like, I didn't know my disk was split into multiple different things, and some of them were, like, necessary. How else was I supposed to know? Well, I'll chalk it up to a learning experience, but an admittedly embarrassing one at that. Still, like I said, check disk finished running and fixed all my errors and whatnot, and ever since, it's been running pretty fine. There's been no suspicious lag or anything. It has just been, by and large, works. It's just worked. I recorded New Horizons before, and it lagged a little bit after I stopped recording, but that was because OBS crashed, and it's a bit confused. I think I may need to warm it up into recording and exporting videos and whatnot, but it seems to starting to get like the gist of what's going on, which is like, okay. And I think we're good. I think we're gonna think like 2 days almost after starting off, we're good, and it was... There were so many things that went wrong. I can't even begin to list them. Like, I did not know how my own PC case worked, so I did not know actually how to put my hard drive in. Like, my dad did it for me on Christmas Day a few years ago when I got it, and it was like, genuinely, I think I should be kept away from computers, because this is like, maybe, good job I'm going into software engineering and not like maintenance, because if I was, I'd kill so many people's computers. It is a miracle that mine still works. Not to mention, as part of yesterday's shenanigans, I wiped my SSD, which is like half a terabyte full of really quick memory, and I had all my good games saved on there. So at 3 AM this morning, I thought, I'll download all of those at once, Magic Man, and I don't know. I think I should be kept away from any sort of PC repair center, unless I'm giving it to a professional to work on, because honestly, I didn't think I could be that belligerently inept. But apparently I am. It's like, I can laugh at it, but I am secretly seething on the inside that I lost so much time. Like, I had a schedule for review stuff and video stuff and whatnot to catch up, and that's been thrown out the window, and now I'm an extra day behind, which isn't great, but I've had to reschedule everything in, and it's been, it's handled, I think, is the correct way to phrase it. Do I not have I have a watering can? Where? I have too many axes on me. But yeah, no, it's over now. I've learned from the mistakes of my past, and I will abstain from trying to correct them again. But yeah, 9-minute long tangent about my PC troubles. That was, hopefully that brought you some amusement though. Just, follow a YouTube guide. Don't think you can do everything on your own. But speaking of past mistakes, let's see if we can avoid repeating them with Serena today. So, hey, let me ask you something. How do I look today? Don't you think I look completely different? Big change. Huh? No, I tried to do my hair, but I completely butchered it. Look, I'm not the goddess of perfect hair. Oh, don't look at me. I'm gonna lock myself in my fountain and never come out again. You are a rat, do you know that? Oh. Okay, it took me a second to clock on what happened there, but we insulted her hair by saying it was a big change. You clever people at Nintendo. Really, they are pulling every single excuse in the book not to give me a different type of axe. It's like, they all right that Homebrew exists, right? If they push me to the limit, I will. I'll install gecko codes after, like, 14 years of daydreaming about being able to finally walk in the aquarium at the museum. I'll say I should do that. If the series ever comes to an end, which, again, we've kind of got a rough timeline for, even if it is, like, you know, a year off, it's like, maybe I will end it by just, like, hacking properly. I've said it before, but, like, hacking was the one end goal I could never get to in, like my young days of knowing about the game. It's like, oh my god, all these codes, and I know I've said it before and it's cringe, but they were for a homebrew app that you were meant to put in, but I thought you typed them into the in-game, like, messaging thing, and that was how you, used them. It's like, I've never hacked in this game officially. I've used map editors and stuff on my old emulated version of this Let's Play, but I've never properly hacked while in-game. Which I kind of want to do. You know, I think, honestly, that'd be a quite fitting final episode, but at the same time, hacking on this town after all this time just doesn't feel right. Says the Weemfi user I know. Like, how many online episodes have we done since that video? None. How many people have asked to add me on the game since that video? Too many. It's like, can I just say now in the video, if anyone watching, I don't play ACCF online. The only real times I play are for videos. And that is like that for a lot of games, just so I don't get burnt out or make too much progress off camera. I have games I play off camera, games I play on camera, and games I do play on camera, unless there's something I explicitly need to do off camera, because it will take stupidly long or what have you, I usually only play on camera. And every other time I just kind of spend meh. Apato skull. Return it to... Isn't it the same fossil we got last episode too? Jeez. Yeah. Honestly... Yeah. I just don't play online. I do want to at some point, but probably not with strangers on the internet, in case you're one of them. If you're somebody I know, like maybe somebody from the Crossing Isles or somebody I'm friends with, I am all but more down to like hop on and visit your town, you come to visit my town, if we can like schedule a time and set it up. I think that'd be neat. But I never got it, and I do apologize if this like crushes anyone's dreams of playing the funny 757 sub-YouTuber on Animal Crossing. But I'm not randomly going to help an Animal Crossing with a stranger who may very well corrupt my town. Like, I don't know you. I just think I'd finally put a pin in that, because I've never addressed it. I've always just kind of ignored those comments, because it's like, chances are you found my video because you searched ACCF and then filtered by most recent, right? Like, chances are you haven't been watching the channel long, and oh hell, I doubt you actually watched the video and just went straight to the comments to find someone to play with. I'm not gonna play with you. But yeah, homies though, homies at the past, but... I mean, I've been on Weemfi, like, what, once? Yeah. I don't know, maybe I will do an online episode, but I'm just not sure who I do it with. Maybe I'll drag Mini Candy into it or something. It's like, hey, I need to play Animal Crossing online. I'm gonna mojo Wii. You're being held up. This is robbery. Turn to Yan, are you dead for the latter part of that sentence? Yes. Anyway, thanks much for shopping. Come again soon. Indeed. Anyway, I do believe that brings us to 7 PM, which is not too bad. With that said, though, I do want to quickly run to the city. I know we're getting into like the latter 10 minutes of the episode, but I want to run to the city and see if Gracie Grace is open. Purely because, is this the month where they start selling the sweets set, or is it October? I don't know. And I believe this is the first episode we've recorded in September, so... Actually, no, I think the last episode we did on September 1st, but we'll see. Like, is it true that I could technically just Google it now? Yes. But also, I like finding these things out on camera. And besides, you can't beat a trip to the city, the soundtrack's nice. So, I got to say, Sprat, you look mighty young. Are you a student, perhaps? Yeah, to be young again. You'd be a treasure greater than any under the sea. You get the short end, matey. Masters get more lovely as they age, but we work to get crustier. Yeah, anyhow, maybe the city. You get all your affairs in order over there. Well, then off with you, me Gobby. Remember, the city ain't just for buying stuff, it's for making memories. I mean, there is a hack, actually, that lets you use Wiimfi to go to the city in online. Half the stuff doesn't work, but you can run around outside. And I think you can go in the shops, but you can't interact with anyone unless you want a soft lock, so, yeah. But hey, it's something. And because we are at the city, play the game of guess people's names. Okay, Gracie Grace is open. Quickly see if Resetti's open. If you are, I'd be surprised, yeah. It's like, it's past 7 on a Monday, there's a chance. So, villager name guessing. Bill and Rosie, am I correct? Okay, and I know that's Rosie, but I just want to prove it. Okay, Bill and Rosie. Everybody else, I don't know. Okay, so that's 2 out of 5, is it? Yeah, this is the game we play. Guess the villagers' names. Are you Egbert? You are. Okay, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Then you two. I'm gonna say Maud and Chomp. I don't know, those are complete guesses. Harry, okay. Okay. And are you Maud? Miranda. Right, it starts with M. 3 out of 5 today. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, well. Gracias. Oh, I was too strolling in then. Are you actually selling? If you're selling this, you are. Oh no. This is where it gets serious. Okay, first things first. Oh, you're actually here the one time I'm in here to buy something. Oh, who's this now? Let me guess, you saw me here and decided to come and chat, none? This shop here, this bastion of high fashion, is my oasis from bad turtlenecks and tacky trousers. Every finely crafted work of wearable art you see was designed by Grace C, which is to say more. Yes, I make a point of finding the time in my busy schedule to slip down to my shop every so often. It's a wonderful chance to mingle with my customers and see who's wearing my most chic designs. Along the way, I get to pick the latest trends from what my fabulous customers wear. I always show up looking sharp, honey. Someday you may become stylish enough to wear my work. Naturally, you should feel like coming by. I'd be glad to lecture on the finer points of being fabulous. Advice, please. Honey, you unlucky boy. I have to on my hooves to help your fashion tragedy today. But first, do you want a favour and get someone to help you with that wild mane of yours? Is this like a feature in the game? What does, could Gracie actually make you... Is this like a side thing you can do that I knew Gracie could appear in the shop, I just didn't realise that was a thing that could happen. Anyway, in case you're unaware, part of the ending to the series is buying everything in the sweets set. I can probably ignore you, but how broke are we looking to be? That sweets wall is on display right now if you coordinate it with matching furniture and carpet. Yes. But that beauty costs 124,000. You know what? You know what? No. I am an adult. Okay, I am an adult. I do not need to do this math in my head on camera, because that wastes time. ACCF sweets set cost. See, it's okay, sweets. Right. 1.5 million bells and 34,000 extra. Right. How much are you? Can I remove that? Sweets bookcase, you can coordinate it. How much? That beauty costs 90. That is a tip in the bucket. What about the sofa? Because I want 2 of these. A sweet sofa you can coordinate. Right, how much is it? 80,000. 80,000! So it's on then. When does this go away? Right, the set ends on November 30th. So that is literally 2 months and a bit. We need to start making trips here with, like, from the bank and just dropping stuff. Like, I want that lamp. I want, like, I assume we can get it. But we need to, like, walling and floor paper first. Then, like, a couch. Probably the bed. Probably this. And then, like, maybe the non-essential stuff like this. Say no to. And then maybe double up on the couches, depending on, like, how big the room is we're going to renovate. But yeah, no, we are going to make the sweet sets room. Actually, just, again, I was talking about things I always wanted to do in the game. Actually, like, getting a fully decked out sweet set was, like, the goal for young me. And I could never do it because I was too broke, so I used money glitches and whatnot and bought it that way. But legitimately, I have never bought a full Gracie Grace set. Oh, I suppose we won't be buying the full set if we want to, like, finally tune a room to not just look like a show house, but... You know what I mean? Okay, we'll play the game in a sec. But yeah, that's the end goal right there. And the end goal goes away on like November 30th. I know stuff goes on sale then, but that makes it permanently inaccessible, so it's... I'll try to have enough stuff in my bank for Halloween in order to do it. Anyway, real quick game. Whitney, Bunny, and Joey. Okay, you're Joey. I know you're Bunny, because I've had a push of you for years. No need to speak to you. You're Whitney. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. As for the rest, I'll just confirm this is Bunny. Yes, I pay pretty close attention to the layout. As for you, I don't know, give you an awful name. Like, Risotto or Charles? Not Limburg. Somehow a name worse than both of those. Okay, that's 3 out of 5. And you're not YNL Richie? No, it's YNL Richie. He's a real person. Stephen, I doubt you're called. Lewis. Bud. Right, that's promising. Let's just leave. We'll spam through Catherine's dialogue, go deposit, and we'll see what our bank account is looking like then, because it's on now is the thing. The sweet set is here. And now I can buy it. Like maybe I'll stock my like pockets with like just a little bit more fruit for today. But ooh, it's real because it's here. That is. In case you're unaware, the series has 2 end goals. One of them is getting the full sweet set, and then the other is a perfect town. I assume the episode we get the golden watering can, and then the episode after that will be the finale. So this is our like objective, and it's time just to think if we fail. And Perfect Town doesn't run into, September next year, that's it. That's like my chance to get it gone. Like, no doubt I will probably start up a save and play for like a month here and there, but this is the chance. This is the chance to get that furniture set. And all I need to do is just not mess it up. Which, lucky for me, I say lucky for me, we know, right? We've got our timer, we know November 30th is our deadline, and that towards the end, if we get really lucky, we can get a sale on certain items. We know how to play this, we know the strategy, but we need to go completely and utterly to the wall on money now. Not just coconuts every episode, bug hunting, tarantulas, scorpions, sharks, you name it. If it gives us enough money per episode, we're doing it. Because 1.5 million for the whole set. That could cost more, that could cost less, depending on what we want. And as it stands, we are looking at just over 450,000. Plus whatever we've got in our pockets. Oh, tension's on, isn't it? How do you make 1.1 million bells in 2 months? Thing is, I know the answer. We're gonna have to go into the dark arts. Not in that way, we're gonna have to use the turnip market, aren't we? And the sooner we start playing that game, the better. We use this as old reliable to get money, and then we gamble it all on turnips. And if we get a day where we can sell those guys for like 4 times the investment, and we got enough of them, that's us. It's a risky game. But if we want our sweets room to, look dapper as all hell and everything, we'll need to do it. So I think I'll end the episode on that note. Very up and down. Started off as a story time episode, ended with like a very determined, yeah, we can't mess this up speech. But hey ho, that's the joy of being a YouTuber. You have no control over where your recordings will go. Although, to be fair, in terms of money, randomly finding a 3rd fossil of an episode is quite helpful. But with all that said, and all that aside, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It all helps with a bunch, lets me know you want to see more of this and all of that good stuff. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out. We'll get that furniture set. Just you watch. See you soon.